Welcome back to the April experimental build of Satisfactory. This is going to be a shorter video just covering this April experimental update, just to really give you all an idea that it is available and that it is available for all of you right now. It's not limited. However, it is not in the main game. It's not been released in the main game. It's in a separate experimental build. You can see at the very top left of the screen, the experimental build tag that's in the corner. How you download it is just go to Library in your Epic Game Store. You'll see a duplicate entry for Satisfactory experimental build. When you do this, please go to your save game location. So that's in app data, local, then factory game, then save games, I think, or something like that. It tells you on the title screen anyway when you load this extra copy of the game up. Copy those out somewhere so that you have a copy, because in experimental build, all kinds of things go wrong. You don't want to ruin your save game. Having said that, experimental build is out now. Now, what's in the experimental build, you ask? Well, conveyor lifts are the big improvement. I say improvement because I really did like the spiral lifts I had here. Very pretty, very artistic, no longer needed. Unless you really want them, of course. And there was plenty of artwork on Reddit and everything else with people assembling really, really beautiful belt setups, all within like a single block space and all kinds of stuff like that. However, the conveyor lifts now come in a variety of marks, Mark 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're equivalent to the belt, so they're easy to remember which ones. Look at which one your belt is, and then you have an equivalent one here. So, for example, a Mark 3. Now, this looks like a sort of couple, just a coupler that goes between one area and the area above, which you may think you need multiple of these, you know, sort of Z, like a Z shape going up, going one that side, and then one this way, and then one that way, etc. Nope. These are just like poles. So poles for your conveyors themselves. Meaning that you choose where they go. Let's say we want the one right here, and we do. And we have the flexibility then to choose where they go in terms of which direction they face. So you always have to choose the bottom first. So let's choose that. And then move our mouse up, and you'll see we can go all the way up. And then once we're at the right height, which I think is there, you can scroll wheel around, and then we can use 3 to connect the two. If I've got this right, let's just try and... It may be slightly too close here, but let's try it. That's connecting the wrong way, isn't it? We have to go upstairs for this. However, the bottom should be straightforward, so let's just head upstairs and see if we can connect it in. Otherwise, I'll have to leave one extra space. Let's head over here. Okay, so here you can see the top section, and yeah, this might be a little bit close. That should be enough to connect to here, but it's not liking that whatsoever. It has an invalid shape. So let's just move that one further away and see where that actually goes. Fine, so let's just pop down for a second and move the next one over one. Conveyor Mark 3, so this is where this one is, and then we'll move it one further away. Go up to the same level. And do that. Now will you connect fine? You're really not liking that, are you? One. I had this working when it's farther away, so it really is a clearance issue with being too actual close. So that connects. It's just not liking the other side. Fine, we'll move it further away still. Let's see how much room these things take up. So that's the original, that's 1, that's 2. And let's put it there. Oops, wrong direction. There we go. Now will you connect? Now you'll connect fine. So we do need a little bit of a gap between the top section, or you'll have to fiddle around with it until it actually becomes more available. But then we can basically just feed in belts like normal, and you'll see what happens when the ingots hit. Yep, they're going to go up on little elevators, sort of like stacked dumb waiters. And presumably they unload at the top, and they should come down the back, but I think they don't show it coming down the back again. So right now this is placeholder artwork. So those are infinitely regenerating platforms. It seems there's no way for it to get back down again. Anyway, it just magically happens. Regardless, slightly less artistic than the spiral lifts, but very, very nice nonetheless. And of course we can take this one away and then just recreate it with with this, and once we've got the correct distance, everything should be nice and straightforward. There we go. And we will make sure everything's connected back again. There we go, and done. So I like them. They're more efficient. They're nicely ordered along with your belts. Slightly, well, a lot less hassle to put up, but slightly less artistic. Yeah, I like them overall, and I'll be probably using them rather than using the spiral ones, just because it's easier to actually put these down. Okay, so what else is in the update? We've got 2 new research trees. Now, I haven't gone out and got them yet, but it's important that you know that you can go out and get them, because you may have found the stuff already. One is quartz, and the other one is sulfur. Those 2 enable 2 research trees. The quartz one leads to the in-game map, to an explorer vehicle. It leads to various things like a quartz crystal and a crystal oscillator, and yeah, and the radar tower, I believe. The sulfur one is the other one, and that leads us towards gunpowder, explosives, ammunition, detonators, things to blow up rocks. Do you remember early in the game I had problem with a few spots? One is the Caterium, which is over there. There is one sort of lone spot just off the edge of a cliff over there. Very, very easy to get to. However, there's a rock on top of it, and until you get sulfur, you can't blow the rock up. So getting the sulfur will make that things easier. However, it also leads to rifles, so you're able to take rifles around. And remember, you get those annoying creatures whenever you get near a resource node? Well, you'll now have a rifle to actually manage and send them off to the farm upstate, where the trees are nice and the clouds are fluffy and the sun is always shining. Anyway, that's it for new features, or the big features for the update. We have, however, got a number of changes. So they've changed things like the splitters and mergers. Here we have them. Basically, the collision box between them, clearance adjustments, so that they'll fit closer together. Splitters and mergers, smelters, constructors, assemblers, stuff like that, you should find easier to get close to each other and be able to position. Yeah, we'll see how that actually goes in actual playtime, but that's the concept anyway. Other minor things that we've got include rather nicely. One important thing. See, I've removed the iron ingots I used there as a step because, yep, you can actually walk up here. It's so minor. It's so minor, it's incredible, but it's just so nice to actually have that available. So there are other changes to some of the in-game items you could already craft. So if you have a look here on the power section, Power Pole Mark II can now deal with, I think it's, is it 6? Yeah, we had 4, 6, and then there is a Mark III that can actually take even more connections. So yeah, we haven't actually got to that, but that is an extra change that they've made. And then we've got a bunch of, bug fixes, I want to say. So, yes, lots of different miscellaneous bug fixes. I'm going to put a link down below to the patch notes so you can take a look at them yourself. Of the main ones there that I see, let's see which are actually important to me, at least when I've been playing through. It's not so much a bug fix, but a really nice quality of life change is that we now have multiple hand slots. Now that's almost good enough, but not quite. Mainly because I don't see any key to actually change between what you're holding in your hands right now. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, yep, yes I do. Yes, scroll wheel works perfectly fine. Good. I'm more in favor of this. So it's nearly almost good enough. And the only reason why I say nearly almost good enough, because there is no extra body slots. We want to be able to have the Blade Runners and the jetpack at the same time, and any other equipment. Blade Runners are for your feet. Jetpack for your back. There should be no reason that you can only wear one of them. So if we can have more body slots, even just like the hand slots copied, would be good. But obviously having them on particular areas of your body, like something on your helmet, something in your backpack, and then something on your feet or legs, then, you know, that would be great. However, now you can keep your chainsaw with you wherever you're running, as long as you've got fuel, of course, to actually power it, as well as your Xenobasher. It'd be nice if there was a third option to have nothing equipped in your hands. So if I have my hands here, if there's something here and it's blank, I should be able to scroll wheel to it so it's not occupying my entire vision, which is the main problem with having these two. They're quite large in the vision. blocks a lot while running around, and you don't really need them while running around. Yeah, so is there any way for me to get rid of this without going back? Not that I can see, but yeah, let me know if you know how. If there's a holster, H for holster? No, okay, never mind. But yeah, more than one hand slot. Good improvement. All right, what else have we got actually to go? And I think that's actually it for me for the important stuff, or at least the stuff that really makes my life a lot better while I'm actually playing. Obviously, you may have different priorities. They have moved a number of different nodes around. So in some cases, people are reporting what was a coal node is now an iron node, bringing their factory to a halt and stuff like that, which is obviously isn't great, but I think they're just rebalancing things. So do check your nodes while you're running around so that you can decide for yourself exactly what changes you actually need to make and go and explore for node locations. Other than that, I think the next thing is for me to go and do maybe an episode on going exploring, looking for nearby stuff. Is this really here before? No, I haven't been here before. Why haven't it been? Is this a new crash location? There's motors? Yeah. Can we actually open this? Open drop pod. You need electricity. Well, I should get this. So this is not far from my base as well. Yeah. So maybe come and explore here. If you're in the same location I am, at least you know where it is. Anyway, I'll leave that alone for now. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, what was I even saying? I was miles away. Oh yes, we should start exploring for quartz and sulfur, and I'll do those in a follow-up episode rather than trying to drag them into this episode. This is mainly just giving you all the information about the update itself, and then we can cover what we use and how we use it from the update when I actually go through it with the regular gameplay rather than a quick update video. So hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you have, as you normally would, and of course we can continue with our playthrough once I get to it. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time with more Satisfactory. Hopefully you at least try this update, because I want to see those new research trees before it goes into the live game, although it might only be a few days. I think they're just being, well, it was due in April anyway, so they're either putting it out on April the 30th because, hey, we're still in April, guys, haha, didn't go late, or they are just a little bit nervous about releasing it to the main game, and they don't have any kind of beta branch or anything like that going for them. So for now, it's available. You can use it and see how it goes in your save games. If you want to let me know how it's going for you, if you've got any problems, put them down in the comments below, and if I experience the same things, of course, I'll give you advice from what I've found. I can't guarantee that I can solve your problems, but I can certainly listen and read. All right, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time in Satisfactory, and as always, thanks for watching.